You are my lover. You are my sour salami. You are the one who solves the riddle to my groin.
Whoa.
For a long, wonderful time, we have been your lover together.
I should have read this.
And I am looking forward to many more years of The Frog Prince.
From Mr. Broke Productions, in an association with Maximillionaire and Vice City Kingpin, present to you Life on Easy Mode. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Life on Easy Mode podcast. Today,
I'm back.
We're back with Gian. It's back to a normal episode.
Wait.
He is no longer suffering from allergies.
We got the movie review this episode.
I always still suffer from allergies.
Right, but just that one day yesterday, you decided to take a shit and then eat it.
Yeah, I was just like, today I just don't like when allergies happen. You just don't want to do anything. You're like,
I feel that. Was it like drowsy? You just didn't want to get out of bed?
No, well, it was just that like it was the Sunday. It was so cloudy, and like the other day, literally was 60, 70 degrees outside. And I was like,
that is true. Yeah, that's when we went to the. So we went to the escape room and shit and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
yes.
Miguel told the story without you to defend yourself here.
I know. You know what? When we have when you have your own box to solve at my murder mystery, then when you complain and you lose the game for everyone because you can't solve a goddamn box.
Well, first thing, I solved the box.
Yeah, and how long did it take you? 15 minutes? 20 minutes?
No, it did not take us 15 minutes.
Here we go
There
again.
was 15 minutes left.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Because you know why? Because it also took... No, it was 10 to 15 minutes you were there.
No, it was not
and because
that long.
there was about 5 people helping out with the box. 2 people in the front and then 2 people looking...
He's trying to defend himself.
No, because this is actually what happened because you were off in Little La La Land trying to solve
I was not in La La Land, bro.
So
I was solving
a box. I was solving a box because no one was solving the box.
He's like, oh, yeah. You go doing more puzzles, but since I was working on one, I'm way smarter than you. Is his argument right now.
No, because guess what? You didn't know. You weren't doing the box. You didn't know how to do it because then we.
And then I came and we finished the box.
Okay, so here's the thing. So the 2 people that were helping out, I forget.
Defend himself.
No, I'm not defending him. This is actually what happened. So what happened was that you had to have alignment of 2 to 3 people because you have to have more people helping. And so I didn't have that many people because everyone. I was anyone help me? Anyone help me? No, everyone else was doing their own thing. So I had to do it myself, and it's very difficult to do it by yourself. Listen, you get offended by a Hello Kitty key, so I don't want to hear it.
Guys, listen.
A box.
Listen.
A Hello Kitty key.
Wait,
a box.
Listen.
Go get it. Go grab it.
Guys.
There you see?
Yesterday was my birthday, and when I blew out those candles, I asked for one wish: peace, serenity.
That was not the fucking wish.
There's mass shootings every day. I don't want to fucking hear it.
No, do you know what your wish for was? Virginity lost.
No, I never lose. Anyways, welcome back, everyone, to another episode. That's right. Yesterday was my birthday.
We lost the escape room.
What?
We lost the escape room.
Oh, I didn't lose that. You guys said. I was in La La Land myself. I started singing the campfire song.
No, you lost it.
No,
you lost it.
No, because how am I supposed to do it by myself?
They're actually fighting over this.
You had multiple people help you throughout.
No, because everyone kept leaving. Because everyone kept leaving because everyone was doing their own thing.
Whatever.
I brought up the escape room for 1 second, and you guys go into an all-out
He's getting so
war.
defensive right now.
Anyways,
And you get defenses over other things too. So guess what?
So yeah. Hey, how you doing, guys? Welcome back to the most relaxed podcast, the chillest, smoothest podcast that we could have. Starting off with fire right off the bat in the first 3 minutes, but welcome. So yeah, I am now 21. I'm 21.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Where is the where's your little shots you got?
I actually don't know what the hell my mom did with those.
I wasn't gonna like candy, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't.
She did, Sherry. Come on.
Yeah, I didn't want them. What the fuck? I don't drink.
Yeah, but there are other people who might.
That's why she gave them out. You fucking orangutan. That's why she gave them out.
You should have been in line.
Yeah, you should have been in line.
I should have been in line, but I said that you're driving.
But yeah, I had a good birthday yesterday. Thank you all so much. I made some bank. Had some fun with the friends, the family. Ate a lot of Dominoes and cakes. And oh yeah, that's right. Gian has a present for me.
Oh, we're opening this now.
Are we doing this now, Gian, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
That early? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Oh no.
I looked at it. It's not inappropriate.
Oh, it's not?
No, it is inappropriate, but I don't think it's like the thing that we like a real 100% kind of thing. So I also have a card for you. So I got these Cards Against Humanity has these greeting cards that they make, and there's about 15 to 20 of them, and they're freaking hilarious. I gave one for you. I gave one to my mom. I gave one to you. So one of them You already know the card. You'll do the card first.
Oh, I'll read the card. Just to keep the expense going for the actual gift.
It is very long. You don't have to read the entire thing.
I thought you wanted me to. I could bang it out in about a minute.
A minute.
So,
All right.
if people who are listening to, so just imagine a card, and he will describe the card.
Thank you very much. So,
he's opening the card.
I'm opening the card. Yeah, you're gonna narrate everything I do.
Yep.
Well, you're gonna be narrating it. So.
Alrighty. So,
He's pulling out the card.
this is a card with a blank white image, but in the middle of it is a pair of lips that says "Give me a kiss."
No, just
When you open it, it's an encyclopedia.
both sides of the card. So it's about what can we say, like a 5 by, well, no, like a 6 by 5,
Something like that.
6 by 5 card, 7 by 5 card, and both sides are filled with 10 times New Roman, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say times 10 font. Probably
And it's
New Roman.
from bottom to top, both sides. There's no sign. There's no spot to sign.
So, this is what Gian says to me. He first says, "Give me kiss," which I'll do
even
that
read
off
it.
camera.
I have not read this. I just know it's long.
Inside the card, it reads,
Oh God.
"Hello, lover. This is your lover.
Wait a minute.
I have a special message for you on this. Our anniversary. The special message is this. Give me kiss. What it must be is kiss for my face and kiss for my forgotten mouth. My only mouth.
You wanna tell
Give a kiss
something?
to my forgotten mouth on this, our anniversary." I can tell you haven't. It is the romantic hour. You son of... You fucked up. I have made the house look like love and set the ambience so that it will put us both in the mood for Give Me Kiss. Look what I have done to make the atmosphere so romantic. I put a photograph of Marvin Gaye in the freezer. I buried a bottle of sensual massage oil in the backyard. The ambiance is too romantic to ignore. Please, give me kiss. Do you hear the sound of creaking in our big house? That's me, baby. That's me slithering through the pipes we share, gasping for air, bursting out the vents. I'm only like halfway through the first page. I'm only going to read the first page because it ends in a sentence. Where was I?
Read the rest like Shakespeare.
I don't know what the fuck Shakespeare sounds
You
like.
were kind of doing.
All right, hold on.
To be or not to
Yeah.
be, or something like that.
Oh, where the hell was I? There is no other two ways about it. It's time for you to do this to me on our anniversary. What with your kiss and give me kiss and do a smooch to my forgotten mouth. You are my lover. You are my sour salami. You are the one who solves the riddle to my groin.
Whoa!
For a long, wonderful time, we have been your lover together.
I should have read this.
And I am looking forward to many more years of The Frog Prince.
Wait, is that it? That's the
It is a
first page?
story about how wonderful things can happen when there is kissing. It is about once upon a time, there is a queen who was married to a frog for 9 years, and on their 9-year anniversary, the queen says to the frog, "Give me a kiss," and the frog gives a kiss to the queen, and thanks to the magic of the kiss, the queen turns into the most beautiful Volkswagen Jetta to ever be driven full speed into the reservoir on live TV. The moral of this magical fable is give me a kiss. 0, my lover. 0, my sour salami. I'm not reading. We're at a deli over here, but thank you so much, Gian, for the card. I appreciate it.
He's gonna read.
And he's gonna read the other half tonight. Probably.
I'll read the other half tonight for a bedtime story.
Okay, so now this
Thank you.
product,
I appreciate it.
I don't think
Best gift I got yet.
I don't think we have to blur it.
Is he gonna open it like
No,
action?
no, you're gonna open it.
Okay.
So I love you, and
I can tell.
I would have gotten you an actual gift.
I can tell.
Um,
Well, I didn't give Miguel an actual
Yeah.
gift.
So
I guess this is revenge in a way.
this is just.
I steered him to.
So
it.
I told him yesterday we can use this gift. We can honestly use this for a video if we really needed to. We could.
We
I don't know-
use a dildo. In the
I don't know what
coronavirus
the
video.
contents look like. So Nicky, so everyone watching, awesome because you get to see what it is.
I'll
Everyone-
narrate it.
You want to narrate
Actually,
this?
you know what? Never mind.
Yeah. So
I narrate it?
yeah, we'll let the birthday boy narrate it.
It's not my birthday anymore, so I don't have to.
Well, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's still
You
your
want
birthday
narrate it.
weekend.
Narrate
Birthday
it.
weekend.
All right,
So,
you got me.
close your eyes.
He has his eyes closed.
All right.
Open. So it says inflatable wife, 3 feet. Oh, it says on the back, 3 feet of complete satisfaction. Now read.
That's it. 3 feet.
Yeah.
I want
so,
an actual
So this is
woman's
from
size.
Spencer's. No. Read what's on the front.
Okay. Inflatable wife, low maintenance partner for a stress-free, easy life. Here are her qualities, her perks: hate shopping, can't spend your money, doesn't nag, criticize, or complain, never cheats, always faithful, loves watching sports, never has a headache, doesn't gossip to the other girls. This is the best fucking gift I ever got. Yeah. Thank you so much.
So, here's the thing. I don't know if it's an actual sex doll. I think it's just an inflatable. That's why I'm saying
let's find out.
So,
let us find out.
I just found this because I was like, this is perfect. This is amazing.
How much did this cost you again?
Guess. He bought it.
$30?
13.
Oh, that's it? Oh, yeah, we don't need to blur this out. This is...
Instructions.
This instruction? I don't need instructions to know how to love.
Where do you inflate her from?
Your inflatable...
Probably where I think you... Either her nipples...
Okay. Wait.
This is...
Your inflatable wife. One of the biggest advantages of owning an inflatable wife is that she lives on air. Never mind taking her to fancy restaurants.
Oh, she actually is 3 feet.
Where the fuck do I inflate her from?
I don't know. Maybe her... Oh, she's wearing a bikini. Nice.
Damn, she's not even naked?
One of the biggest advantages of owning an inflatable wife is that she lives on air. Never mind taking her to fancy restaurants and whining and dining her. Or, yeah. Just locate the nozzle, blow her up, and you'll never have to worry about feeding her again. While you do this, I'll do this. Be sure to avoid sharp objects, and she'll stay satisfied and full for life. You don't have to be romantic and give her compliments any longer either. Who cares about what she's wearing, how her day was, or if she's getting fat or not? The days of spending quality time. I can see it. I think you have to push it out.
Her head, yeah, open it.
At least she's a blonde.
The days of spending quality time and listening to her rant and rave about what's wrong with this world are over. In parentheses, she does make a darn good listener herself if you need a little rattle out of your system. Yeah? Finally, a wife that requires absolutely no effort from you at any time. You won't be interrupted from watching your favorite ball game to get up and answer her phone calls. You won't have to rub her back. You won't have to bend over to
I have to blow into her back, though.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to do a lot of things to sometimes.
She's gone from suck
to blow. Bend over to get the clogged hair out of the shower drain. You won't have to lift a finger to fix her car. And you won't have to take out the trash anymore. Finally, best of all, you never have to spend a single dollar on a new inflatable companion.
I think you might have to actually get one of those AirPods.
No, you can do it with no. You can sleep at night. Blah blah. So enjoy your new inflatable wife. She's quite possibly the most perfect woman ever created. That was all.
Thank you so much, Gian. This is the best gift I ever got. She's not even half inflated yet, but
yeah, she's not a sex doll. I kind of knew that from the box. So
damn, you're lame. Should have gotten the sex doll.
No, we would have to walk into Adam and Eve for that shit. Most important.
You've done that before.
Yeah, but I guess no, because that would have been expensive.
Really? Why?
Probably.
They're like human size. They're like human size, right?
I would want to think a sex doll would be a few hundred, probably.
Really? I thought maybe like $60.
Dude, there's people who there's
not like the fancy sex dolls, like something that.
Oh, well, that's what I'm talking about. Are you talking about
something like this? I thought.
Thing?
I don't want you to spend $1,000 on me, but I was just.
So we can actually use this for a video.
Yes, we gotta get an air pump.
See, it wasn't that bad.
No, that's fine.
I was originally gonna get you.
Miguel, I thought it was a good gift. You need to learn how to embrace things.
Shut the fuck up.
I was originally going to get you an inappropriate gift, but then saw this and was like, yes.
See, last night when you were at my party, when you were saying to me I got you this gift, it's not appropriate. It's not for the lighthearted. You were saying all this shit to me. I thought you got me like a pocket pussy. I thought you got me
that was one of the original ideas.
That's what I thought it was, a pocket pussy. I thought you just got me like a straight up Moby Dick dildo or something like that.
Yo, that's
what I was thinking.
Those things cost a lot of money.
I was like, this man spent a lot of money, but it's just an inflatable doll. It's not bad. You can literally use this
for
in your
video.
Pool. So.
Yeah,
but hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is the best birthday I could have asked for. That
doesn't mean get me a doll.
I got
for my birthday.
Shakespeare.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, I'm gonna get you a hooker.
No, come on. Last night I was saying to him we should have got him a hooker.
That's what my dad said.
No, your dad
really? Your dad said that too?
Shout out Mr. Madeira. Shit. All right.
Oh my God, your dad and me are on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Good way to enter full premature premium adulthood. Instead of drinking, I got.
Because you don't do that.
I gotta name her.
Oh yeah, we should.
Every doll should have a name. Now we gotta agree on a name. She's blonde, blue eyes, white, really short. What should we name her? I'm thinking like an Amanda. I feel like she's an Amanda of sorts. But what are you suggesting?
I think
Gian?
that's up to you.
What is this? That's like a gray thing.
Is that supposed to be a bow tie? No. What the fuck is that?
Well, she's wearing a dress in the picture, but she's wearing a blue bikini, a blue bikini top and a skirt.
Blue.
I mean blue. Wow.
Yellow.
I don't know why I said blue. That was weird. A yellow bikini top and a yellow
I like
skirt.
how the outline for her nose is just purple. It's the only thing that's purple in the entire thing. Her body's pink. See, this is the perfect depiction of white people. We're not actually white. We're pink.
We should call
Think
her...
about it. The blood circulation on our hands, if you look at it, it's pink, not white.
We should call her Sharon.
No, that's like Karen's mother.
Or should we call her Karen?
No, Karens are never this good looking. Sorry, Karen.
Oh, God. It's your doll.
First thing that came to my head was Amanda. Her name's Amanda.
All right, Amanda.
Welcome to the crew, Amanda. She'll be...
Bro.
Anytime
Hello,
one of our... anytime someone's absent, we're going to put her in the seat.
When Miguel's camera's showing, we're just going to have a seat right there and her sitting.
Yeah, she could be our second guest.
Oh,
we'll
Our
interview her.
secretary.
She's our... We got a secretary now.
We hang her up on the door while
We hang her up on the door.
my
We give her a
God.
laptop, and whenever we're not using yours, I guess for the movie bracket or whatever, she has that in front of her, pretending she's typing away. She gets our paperwork done.
We just have a third camera pointing right there.
She's making the calls and the appointments for our guests.
You ask her
Listen,
questions and it's just like no response.
and it's like, thanks, Amanda.
We make automated messages. Like, hello, my name is Sharon or Amanda. Hello.
Bro, this is gonna be a thing. This is
The-
it.
the-
We have a
we are
secretary
using this
now.
for videos.
We are using this for videos. She is our secretary. Thank you, Gian.
You're welcome.
This is-
Well,
this
this is not for us. Well, it's more for you, but
This is
more for us. As
You know
well.
what?
We'll
I'm-
share her.
I'm willing to share.
No, thank you.
I'm willing to share.
Yeah. You can share a woman,
Not
right?
for myself, but for the
No,
greater good of
no,
the
I-
podcast.
Caitlin wouldn't mind, right? All right,
No,
let's
but-
bump because we got a few things because now we're finally continuing the movie bracket and we're
Yes.
going to be finishing round 1. And then we'll be going into phase
Round
2.
two. Phase 2 next week.
Let's go.
So,
But before we do that,
but before we do,
we do have some interesting stuff to talk
From our
about. One
sponsors.
is not a full story yet. I mentioned to this.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So
Should I look?
but-
I'll look it up.
Yeah, look up right now. But for now, while he does that, we're going to talk about the Jake Paul versus the Ben Askren fight. Now, I know it was a full-blown event. There were a few fighters that happened before they fought, and they had like some musical guests. They had Sweetie,
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat. I think they had
Snoop
Diplo,
Dogg,
Snoop
right?
Dogg, yeah, Ice Cube, Justin Bieber. But to be honest, most people really didn't give a shit about that. They just wanted to watch the Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight. So, funny story with me. I actually found. I don't know if I'm exposing myself here. I found a cracked stream on Twitter. I was just looking on latest people
FBI's
talking about
coming
it.
down the door now.
Oh fuck! All
Why
right,
is it live? Oh, I don't know why this
this
is.
is live. All right,
Oh,
well,
that's not a good image. Well, thank God.
yeah,
But
don't
anyways,
show that.
continue.
Anyway, so I go on a cracked stream website, and funny enough, it's actually the correct stream. Remember, we were over his house, and I started watching it. That thing didn't end until like 1 o'clock in the morning.
That's what you get with
Well,
fights.
but that's they were in Las Vegas,
Yeah,
right?
3 hours behind. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it ended like
for them it ended like 11 p.m.
something like that. So, or 10, whatever. But so I found a cracked stream, and I'm literally throughout the entire time I'm watching it, works perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. As soon as Ben Askren starts walking into the ring, the thing crashes on me. I try to
Bruh.
refresh the page. It says, sorry, you've been blocked. I'm like, what? They just took down the site? But then, ready? 5 minutes later, I'm trying to figure out how to do it again. I click refresh again. The thing pops up. And then as soon as I start watching the video, I see Jake Paul on the ground, on his knees, crying. I'm like, did he get knocked out? What the fuck happened? And then I see that the ref is going like this in front of Ben Askren. I'm going, no, Jake Paul didn't do that. He didn't do that. No, Jake Paul didn't win. No. They show the replay. First round knockout, about 1 minute and 55 seconds left. Boom, boom, straight right, knocks Ben down to the ground. I went, what the fuck?
No, I didn't see the fight.
I didn't even watch the full
I
full
saw-
fight.
I
I
saw
saw
the
that
I
replay.
part.
saw it like when I woke up, like on YouTube, like or like whatever.
I woke up. You know what? Let me check Twitter, see what's trending. Jake Paul's trending. So I'm like, okay, let me see if he lost. Because for those who know me, I fucking hate Jake Paul. He's a piece of shit. So I'm like, you know what? Let's see if he got his ass beat.
And
I woke up to disappointment.
needless to say, you did not wake up in a good mood.
I tweeted yesterday to Ben Askren. Askren.
yeah.
Askren.
Askren.
Yeah.
I tweeted at him saying I want Jake Paul humbled,
And
and he wasn't humbled.
he must have misread
So-
that. Said, all right,
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah,
humbled.
Yeah. But I woke up to the group chat because I was going to the gym and I finally looked at my phone and then I watched Falcon and Winter Soldier and I looked at my phone and I go, what? And I don't know. I think it was you that said it. It was in
Yeah,
the group chat,
because I was
but-
still up at 1 a.m. watching it, and I said Jake Paul knocked out Ben Askren in the first round.
Jesus. I was like, that's not real. And then you guys went on to say that.
Yeah. Here's the thing. a lot of people are saying that this fight is staged.
I'm 50-50 on that theory.
I don't think.
I think I am. Well, I'm kind of more so leaning on the side that it was staged, probably about a 60-40%, but I'm still split because one, all right, in argument that it was staged, if you see Ben Askren walking off
He was laughing.
He was laughing. He was fine. He had his wife around his arm.
I would have been so pissed.
Yeah, I would have been pissed dude, if I'm like a professional Olympian MMA fighter, whatever, and I get knocked out by some YouTuber who's only had 3 fights in his life, I would not be walking away smiling. I would be fuming. So that was a big red flag indicating that it could be fake. Another thing too, if you looked at some of Ben Askren's fights, yeah, he had that one fight where he got knocked out in 3 seconds, but that was against a legit killer fighter. I forget what his name was. This guy has been thrown onto the ground, had a guy on top of him, beating his face in relentlessly for a good 20 seconds. Ben Askren got up like it was nothing. He has taken some ferocious beatings. So, unless Jake Paul has got the right hook of Godzilla, I don't think he would have been able to do that. But, at the same time, in the argument of, why would he throw his career away like this? Oh, he's going to be known as the guy who got beat by the YouTuber. Why would he throw his career away? Why would he just give it up against a YouTuber strictly for money? I understand money can talk, but why would you want to throw your reputation on the line like that?
So let me answer that with a question. When was his last fight? Was it the one where he got beat down Wait,
who?
He got knocked out? Yeah, Ben.
Let me look it up because I do not.
Was it against the guy that knocked him out really quickly, or was it or has he fought after that?
Oh, I got it.
Because I feel like if he's already that humiliated,
how many UFC fights has Ben Askren been in? Yes, maybe.
He's already humiliated. He's like, you know what? Might as well make some money.
Well, I mean, yeah, he was kind of known for that fight where he got knocked out instantly, but I wouldn't say his career or his reputation was entirely humiliated yet because he was known to receive some ass whoopings, take it, and give some ass whoopings. So he was still respected as a pretty good fighter.
His last fight was October 26, 2019, UFC Fight Night, Maya, M-A-I-A versus Askren. I don't know how do you pronounce that. Maya? I don't know.
Was that the guy?
It was method technical submission near naked choke. The opponent won the Maya, whatever. He lost 2-2, July 6th. In October 26, 2019.
I think the guy who knocked him out in the first seconds, because I remember it was the first round. I think it was the guy before, Jorge. See the guy?
Method technical submission, rear naked choking, and then
that guy.
George in July 6, 2019, the same year, just a few months before, was KO flying knee.
Yep, and that was in 5 seconds. So that was the one where he got
So he did another fight after. That knockout.
But he has a win from the start of 2009. All the way, this is from Wikipedia, 2009 all the way to 2019 March 2nd, and then July 6, 2019, October 26, 2019, he lost.
His first loss?
Those are his first 2 losses because he's 19-2. So now I'm
19-3.
Yeah, he will be 19-3, yes. So, but here's the thing. So I just watched the video. I guess I only saw the part of it. Because I only saw him just knock him. I didn't see him getting up.
I saw him getting up, and then I saw the ref stopping the fight right there.
No, because he needed to see if he was okay, and Askren is let me go in, and the ref, I'm looking at the video now, the ref is saying, let me see your eyes, can you follow my finger, can you walk forward, and he's stumbling, and then the ref says, no, he's done. So I don't think this was staged. If this was staged, then they could have done this a totally different way of staging it. So let's say
they could have made it go longer. At least
they could have done some people say that the KSI versus Logan Paul fight, the first fight, was staged because it ended up in a tie.
I mean, wouldn't that be kind of a stage too? Because you know how
exactly. So why didn't they do it this time?
Well, no. What I'm trying to say, people sometimes they stage it to you're going down in the 5th, you're going down in the 4th. Maybe they didn't expect the match to end that quickly. So yeah, go down in the 1st.
No, I think if it was a knockout, because I see how hard he punches. So I mean, that's with a boxing glove and with how big Jake Paul is, a right hook, it's gone.
Granted, it was a pretty good punch. I'm not saying Jake Paul just hit him like feathers. It was a pretty powerful punch. I could see that, but
it doesn't and it doesn't matter. You can skinny guy, bigger guy. The amount of force a human creates, it's the same. It's just how much you can put into it depending on your weight.
You have to train your your body to
Yes.
whip that fast.
Like,
It's not even about like
Yeah.
strength. It's about how fast you can.
It's how
fast you can whip it.
fast you can do it. And a right hook is. I took a martial art. A right hook with a glove like that. It's tough.
Right.
So and they were going for like 159. So they were probably. Did he already get a few good jabs in before that?
Well, that was the only clip I saw. I tried looking for the full fight. If you can find the full fight.
Because it says
maybe,
it was
but-
at 159 mark of round 1, so they've
And
already
the
been going
rounds
for
were
about
3
2
minutes, right?
Yeah, so they've been going for 2 minutes. I don't know if they were already throwing jabs at each other. He was already getting knocked up, and then that one right hook kind of did it.
imagine
So if
it
it was
would.
staged, if I wanted to stage it, I would have gone a little bit like, let's go a few more rounds and then we'll stage it or something like that. But then like he tweeted, Ben Askren, he tweeted, I forget what he tweeted. He goes,
Didn't you see that video of Pete Davidson like interviewing him, and then you're like, I forget what Pete Davidson said, but Ben Askren was it was like something like, don't you think this is kind of like stupid? And he was like, Ben Askren was like, oh yeah, it's a circus or something like that.
well,
I mean,
don't you? What
that could have just been trash talk
Yeah.
against Jake Paul.
No, but you think so?
I mean, I don't know.
It says.
Like, so what he said, like it's a circus.
Something along those lines. I don't remember the exact
Well,
words.
here's the thing. He
but-
doesn't like Pete Davidson because I'm looking at his Twitter right now. And
Jake Paul?
No. Oh, wait, who did he interview? Askren or both?
Yeah, he interviewed both, but
I love it how his first name on Twitter is funky. Ben Askren's Twitter, 18 hours ago, so this was before the fight. I dare Pete Davidson's little weasel ass to stop by my locker room for pre-fight interviews. So he does not like him already. Man,
he did.
Man,
Wait.
this isn't child-friendly entertainment.
Wait,
And
hold
then-
on, top. If let's say it was staged, that could have been like a precursor to like him actually coming into the interview, kind of like to hype up the interview with Pete Davidson more. I don't know.
This is April 17th. People love fist fights. People love circuses. I hope you enjoy it. So I'm pretty sure he's I'm thinking he's
see that's what he said.
So circuses, I'm pretty sure he's saying like Jake Paul coming into fight. I think that's what he's talking about as a circus.
It could be interpreted either way. I think.
I don't think.
Again, it depends on how you look at it. You look at it as it's real or it's not.
that is true.
yeah.
so-
But it's still suspicious.
Right. So what we're saying here is either it's staged and Jake Paul is not a real fighter, or Jake Paul has got a powerful right.
Not that he's a
hook.
real fighter, but because his other 2-3 fights. How many fights is this his fourth one?
Third.
four.
Well, no, in professional third, but technically fourth because Deji's was an amateur fight.
Okay.
And then he actually said like a few after.
Because like we can't deny that Nate Robinson got his ass beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nate Robinson wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
An
so-
hour after he tweeted, Ben Askren tweeted, "Squash the beef and it's Pete. Squash the beef and it's Pete Davidson. Maybe they'll show you on TV. I don't know." And then he tweeted 15 hour ago, "Sorry world," emoji.
Because that was after he lost.
Yeah. So and then.
You know, normally a lot of times when fighters lose, especially in a big way like that, usually they tweet out like, "This is a stepping stone for me. I'm going to do better." Usually they'll say something along those lines like, "I'm going to better myself. This is a learning experience." Something along those lines. But for him to just say, "Sorry, world," it's almost kind of like he's like, "All right, well, I tried. Sorry about
Yeah.
that." So I'm torn.
The fact that he was laughing too.
That's the thing. That was the big punch in the gut. Like, he was walking away laughing with his wife. I mean, maybe he wasn't really that injured, and he kind of walked away saying, "Well, shit, I lost, but hey, at least I got some money."
What was the video? Was it a video?
He was walking off the ring. He was in
Yeah.
like the backstage or whatever, walking
No,
around.
it was just outside the ring.
Outside the ring. That's what I meant. And he was with his wife in hand, his crew around him, and he was just walking and laughing. So it looked like he was having a good time.
Or maybe someone just said a joke. I mean, like.
No, you just lost to a fucking YouTuber. You think a joke's gonna fucking make
well,
you?
I
It
mean,
was
yeah, if
more
you-
of the kind of smile where you smile when you just had a good time, something like that. Like you're leaving a party, like, "Hey, that was fun," kind of like that.
Amanda
So-
Cerny tweeted because it says he retweeted this good news. So she commented, "Sorry world," and it says that he retweeted it. She said, "Good news is that you." Good news is that you got that payout, cash, just in time for the crypto dips.
See?
And he retweeted that.
It
so,
probably is staged at this point.
I mean,
But then I wonder, like,
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that to your reputation? That's my only argument at that point.
okay, but here's
So
the
you're
thing,
really that?
It doesn't.
He already has a decent amount of money. Hold on, because he's already a pretty well-respected fighter. He's made money.
So how much did Jake Paul win from winning that fight?
Oh, I think he got. Well, I know he got at least $1 million because Dana White
Yeah.
betted $1 million on Ben Askren to win. But then again, I don't know if that went to Jake Paul, if that went on
No,
to whoever.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know how that works, but I know Dana
So,
White.
but Ben Askren still made $500,000 from that.
So like
Still, though.
even if it was staged, no matter what, win or loss, you're making money. Like, put me in a ring. I don't care. I'll make money. Like it makes money no matter way if it's staged, if it's not
Right.
staged. If you lose,
here's the thing.
you get a tie. It doesn't matter.
The difference between you and Ben Askren is
Okay, well,
hold on,
I'm not comparing myself. It doesn't matter.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
Maybe he bet-
reputation wise, if you were to go into the
obviously,
ring,
yeah.
you're not a fighter, obviously. You don't have a record of winning against all these matches and fights and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Ben Askren, I just think it's weird for him to go in with the
Throw it all
reputation
away.
that he has and then to just lose against a YouTuber. I just find that weird. If he does that, if that's what he wants to do for money, be my guest, whatever. But
Well, actually,
I just find that weird.
Maybe he bet against himself, just like because like you're saying Dana White bet on Ben Askren to win. Maybe he bet against himself and won that 1 million for himself.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe he's more of a businessman than a fighter.
he makes vlogs
And
on this.
all fighters.
He makes
are like
vlogs
fucking
on this
businessmen,
website
come on.
called Rockfin. Rockfin.com.
Who knows, bro? I just if Jake
What's that,
Paul,
like his OnlyFans?
No, it's Rockfin I have never heard of this before. Rockfin it looks like a social media thing. He has 31,000 followers. ROKFIN.com, and he uploads videos and podcasts.
would you have bet? I would have.
He has his own podcast.
I wanted Ben Askren to win. I
wanted
probably would have
Ben-
lost money too. But then, like, I just don't get why they staged it though. I understand for money, but if that's the only reason, like, why though?
And why would you stage to lose against Jake Paul?
Because everyone hates him and everyone's betting against him.
But
So that once Jake Paul wins, you'd make more money if you bet on Jake Paul.
yeah, but a lot of people didn't bet on Jake Paul though. Most people
Exactly, and the people who did are probably the stagers, and they made a shit ton more money if they since they bet it on Jake Paul.
I don't know. I don't.
I'll say this. Let's say by some chance that this is all completely real. Like, this was an actual fight and Ben Askren genuinely lost. And that him laughing, walking away was just a coincidence. Maybe it didn't bother him, whatever. If this is real and Jake Paul genuinely didn't beat him when Ben Askren was trying, if this is real, we need to start respecting Jake Paul more as a fighter. Not as a person.
Okay.
As a person, we can. I can't stand the guy. I agree. He's a piece of crap. He's a cocky, whatever. But if this is genuine, as a fighter, we need to start respecting him
I
more.
still want his ass beat.
That's the next thing in line for him, though. He's fought 2 YouTubers. He's fought an athlete, and Nate Robinson. He's fought someone who didn't have a training in boxing but was a professional fighter. Now he needs to fight a pure, authentic boxer. Anyone who's actually willing to fight him in the boxing community. If he can do that and then beat them, then we can officially take him seriously. If that is a legit fight, obviously, because, again, we don't even know if this one's real.
Isn't Logan Paul still fighting Floyd Mayweather?
That's been...
Well, see, they just had this fight because I honestly thought it was because of COVID reasons, which would make sense. But they just had this fight recently, so obviously COVID's
I
still
thought
a
they
thing,
gave
but, like,
them each other like just time to train more. Like,
oh well, if they did that, then that would make more sense. And then
I thought that's why they delayed it at first.
Yeah, I haven't heard much about that because originally it was supposed to happen in February.
February 21st.
And then I heard something around like June it was supposed to happen then.
I think so.
That would be a good time though because that gives them a few months to train. So if they do it in June, I think that would make sense.
And then it'd probably be Jake Paul versus KSI, because then
That's the fight I've wanted to see for a long time, and I want KSI to win.
I want KSI to win too, but
it's just postponed at the moment.
Oh, so it's unofficial.
so okay.
Mayweather
I
versus
think
Paul.
Floyd Mayweather's winning that easily.
Yeah.
I might be wrong though.
Again, I don't think he would
feel like-
stage.
Unfortunately for me, every time I bet on someone boxing, I always lose.
This is why we gotta stay away from gambling, dog.
I've never predicted a boxer winning, so that's just me. But
And if that fight actually happened, there's no way it's staged because why would someone who's 50-0 stage something where they lose against a YouTuber? Granted, he has
he
some.
probably made a shit ton more money than we think he did.
Floyd has he's like a billionaire at this
Oh,
point.
Floyd?
I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather. Let's say
Oh,
Floyd.
never mind.
Let's say
Okay.
Floyd goes through with this fight with Logan Paul.
I don't
happened in
know.
June.
His ego's too much for him to stage.
That's another thing too. His ego coincides with his record. He's 50-0. Why would his first loss be against a YouTuber?
Yeah, I don't.
He wouldn't actually lose. He wouldn't stage
He
that.
wouldn't lose on purpose.
No. He wouldn't stage that anyway. Yeah, he wouldn't lose on purpose. If he so happened to lose because
Logan Paul's a better boxer than.
the world's gonna shatter if that happens. Just so you know, the world is gonna explode. For some reason there's gonna be riots in the streets. We don't know why. Why are you rioting? I don't know. There's just gonna be lootings and just in that scenario if Logan Paul wins. But yeah, best of luck to both of them when they fight.
Yeah, it says it has been claimed that the fight could be canceled entirely due to lack of interest. Although,
What lack of interest?
Mayweather.
Mayweather's not really.
And this is
he's
from
like about
this is
it.
from a website called Talksport.com. I've never heard of it before, but in late February, this is probably after the fight was postponed. Paul sent a public message to Mayweather insisting he is still training and waiting on a new date. He took to social media to prove that he is still preparing for the fight, stating, quotes, "Waiting on that new date, Floyd Mayweather." Logan then claimed that Al Heyman and Showtime are now involved in it. I knew about Showtime picking it up or something like that. So I want to see it. I think here's the thing: you have both YouTube personalities, people who watch YouTube, and then you have boxing people who love boxing, and you get millions of people to watch it. That is going to rank in a lot of money, no matter where you're going to go. So I mean, how much money did the KSI versus Logan Paul video? I feel like that fight
Millions.
Made a lot of money.
I think in total it's something around like.
I bought $10 on YouTube. I purchased it.
I just watched the replays after.
I watched it on DAZN. I paid like
He
$20
posted
for
the
it.
damn fight
I think
anyways.
but I
think in
see all
total
the
that
fights,
KSI
though.
and Logan Paul fight in total made like 10 million.
Their
Like
first fight, they posted it anyways.
Well, I wanted to see all the fights though, because they had a lot of other pre-fights before the big fight. But
just a YouTube boxing league at this point.
I was like, fight could have been more interesting, but they had some good fights. Like Jake Paul's fight was pretty cool, and then Logan Paul versus KSI was, not that bad, but then it ended in a tie. But I want to see it. I won't pay for it, but I'll find somewhere after or during to watch it. But I don't think they're gonna cancel it. But who knows?
I hope they don't.
I want Logan Paul to win. I hate Mayweather.
Low key.
I hate Mayweather's ego. He needs.
No, I do too. I feel like the same way about Jake Paul as I do Floyd Mayweather.
If I had to choose between Mayweather or Jake Paul, that's a tough one.
I choose Floyd.
No,
I hate Jake Paul. I'm sorry.
I don't know. That's a tough one, but yeah, that's the news of world of boxing from us.
Yeah,
Is that it? We should move on. We talked about boxing for a long time.
I got up the video. I don't know why I just.
Oh, you got the video?
Well, so this is.
All right.
There's an ad.
While you do that,
Well, you talk. Yeah.
So, do you remember a few months ago that YouTuber EDP445 was exposed for messaging minors?
That's what we're talking about. I saw it recently too.
Yeah, he's actually been caught going to meet up with a minor.
Oh, a meetup?
A meetup.
Oh, shit.
Because, so there's these YouTubers called Predator Approachers, and what they do, like a lot of other channels, they disguise themselves as a minor online. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if they message old men first or if old men message them first, but they'll talk with these older men who are willing to link up with who they believe is a child to have sex. EDP445 was one of them because the Predator Approachers ran up to him, caught him in
This is what I'm looking at. So apparently, this is like a video. I don't know if this is real, but this looks like some shit on iMovie though. But
what are you pulling up?
So
it's a
YouTube.
Of what?
It says the end of EDP. This is from like a 15,000.
So it's the Predator
today.
Approachers, which for some reason their channel got deleted. It's on another channel now. It's them going up to EDP and confronting him about this.
It's like a preview, sneak peek.
And just so you know, anytime when these guys catch someone, the people that they catch always get arrested, and they go to jail for at least like 10 years. I've watched a lot of their channels. Predator Approachers, they're really good. So shout out to them.
That
But
was the first thing that came up.
the full video, apparently, I was watching a guy last time. His name is Cold Raven. He's been on EDP for a long time. You may have watched one of his videos because he was one of the first YouTubers to expose EDP for talking to minors a few months back. And he kind of blew up the story. And now that this came out, he's made videos about EDP again. And he said yesterday, his video was uploaded last night, that there'd be a video out today.
Monday
the full
Tuesday,
video.
Monday. I was looking at YouTube Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, so it's Monday or Tuesday now? Because he said it was supposed to come out today. But if it comes out Monday or Tuesday, so be it. And by the time this episode comes out, if it's out, we'll just leave a link in the description for the full video. Because anytime they confront them, obviously they record the whole confrontation. Oh, you have the video?
So apparently,
the video that they showed is very short. It only shows about like 4 seconds of the
I think
guy.
that's the video I saw. It's something about
there's two different videos I saw. So
It's
one
like
was
EDP standing outside.
Yeah,
on
he
a
has
wall.
yep. And then he has his
so
arm,
this one is from someone recorded on their iPhone and looked on the Instagram profile and then clicked, I think, on a story. And then the other one that I just looked at was
Play that video then?
So this one is just quick. So
Yeah,
it's
it's a
him.
few seconds, but
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure he clicked on on his story. I don't know why. I just paused it because I. Okay, so
This guy's a criminal.
This guy's a criminal.
Yeah,
So-
that's
Or
what he
creep,
says.
and then this.
No, I think it's criminal.
Either one, either way.
And then on YouTube, the video I just looked at from this YouTuber,
So yeah, EDP is being exposed now for legitimately being a child predator.
When you search in predator approaches, man brings pizza to teen's house, meets Chris Hansen, and instead 43 million views. That video pops up. The YouTuber was, hold on, let me grab it up so I don't, cause.
Because now a lot of YouTubers are making videos about this guy again.
EDP.
RMP Kenpachi.
Let me see.
RMP Kenpachi.
yeah.
So it's literally looks like someone's recording a video on a Mac screen on like iMovie, and it literally looks like it's the exact same place. It's just a different angle, and someone's coming up to him, and like this dude with a beard has like paperwork or something like that, and he's talking to EDP. I don't know how long the video is. I think it was only like a few seconds, but
Yeah, like-
so
The full video is going to be out. What'd you say, Monday or Tuesday?
that's what the description said on the
Okay.
video. So
So-
but like I remember like him after it came out, he didn't really say anything, and then he made a video. I watched the video, but apparently I don't remember the video, but it went along the lines of like, I'm trying to summarize. I don't know if it was a few months after, it was a few weeks after, but he made a video stating like, I've done some fucked up shit. We've all done some fucked up shit. Did I know it was wrong? Yes. Will I never do it again? No.
Yeah, he admitted
something
to-
like that. So he said that he won't do it again. And then everyone's like, oh, we apologize to you. And then people in the comments were like, why are you people forgiving him? Like, this is worse than Mini Lad, what Mini Lad did. Like, Mini Lad's gone from the internet entirely. EDP kept uploading and uploading and uploading.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, maybe he'll
Well-
learn his lesson. Maybe he won't, go up against a child again. But then
Well,
he meets up with someone.
Not to come at anyone personally, but a lot of EDP's fan base was children. Young kids who didn't realize the severity of what he had done.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of
Yeah.
these 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds who had this really edgy, jerk off, masturbation, cum, humor, stuff like that, because that's really all he says.
I mean, I kind of have that humor too. But
Granted, we do it better because that's not
We
all.
do.
That's
We
not
do.
all we
We
say.
do.
Well,
We
then
do.
again, all you say is cum. But anyways,
no, your hand was in the camera. your hand.
what,
No, because he was like this. He moved, and all you saw was him doing this.
bruh? His fans didn't know just how serious of things that he was doing. So when he came out and said, "Yeah, what I did was wrong. I apologize," he looked at it as an adult, taking responsibility. And these kids are like, "Wow, we forgive you, EDP, blah blah blah."
And, yeah.
Now there's just no excuse. I stopped following EDP when those allegations came out. When the screenshots were authenticated and
I
they were
never
proven
saw
to be
them,
true,
but
I
I
was
believe
like,
you.
"Wow." And
I never really followed him. The only reason I know about him is because of that one Vine or that one video.
Yeah, all the vines. Like I
he was
remember him.
he was a meme, bro. A
Oh,
lot
oh,
of
the
his
meme.
videos were memes.
Like-
That's
Because he had like over the top reactions
like,
and shit.
Yeah, I shot the neighbor's dog. That shit was
All right,
funny.
motherfucker. So a few weeks ago, I shot the neighborhood dog, a little barking ass
Yeah.
bit.
Like,
Yeah.
I beat my meat so hard.
My left leg is gone completely. numb. So his memes were everywhere.
It's funny. I'll admit it, but then you.
That's my extent of my knowledge to.
Yeah.
It didn't
about him,
surprise
though.
me when it came out. I never saw the screenshots, but it didn't surprise me when this all came out because the way he always talked about, I don't know what it was like. It's not that I really love this dude. I subscribed to him, and I would when one of his captions of the video looked interesting, I'd be like, maybe that'll be interesting, but I never really
Right.
watched him. But when this stuff came out, I literally went, oh, that doesn't surprise me.
What I liked about him was that he seemed honest. He seemed legit.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
the thing because he was so brutally honest about everything. So I thought he was like a real good dude. Obviously, I was wrong. Severely wrong. He's the worst person that you could be. And now his ass is getting thrown in the slammer. He's gonna be.
He's arrested.
Well, it's gonna
happen. If it
Okay.
hasn't happened yet, because like I said, when these predator approaches, anytime they go up to these predators, because they have the screenshots, they print them out,
They have proof.
and when they record the confrontation,
it's like the Chris Hansen thing.
they hand that over to the police. That person gets arrested. So EDP is going to get thrown in jail for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure for something like that, I think just for one of those offenses, they get at least 10 years in
And
jail,
they're
if I'm
gonna-
not mistaken.
And they're gonna pull up all his past stuff too. Like that makes no sense. Okay, if I was a YouTuber, and I
We
did,
are YouTubers.
that's right.
Dying ones, but
No, no, we're coming back up.
We are coming back.
slowly.
What the hell you
has our
guys
sub
talking about?
count started going up a little? Or is it?
Yeah,
Oh no, we has.
because
Yeah, we're coming.
we were what was our lowest so far? Like 10,400, 10,000.
I don't think we got to 10.4.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to. We've been going. We're coming back.
Wait, we
coming
didn't,
back.
we didn't get down to 10.4. I thought we did.
No, we
No,
didn't.
not that I saw.
Yeah, no,
So,
we haven't.
anyways,
We're coming back. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We still have the spirit of doing this. So, anyways, if I were to do that and say, I'm not gonna do it again. These kids, I'm gonna put a what's the word, like a role model. I'll be a role model to these kids. I won't do it again.
Example.
But then does this again. Like he meets up with somebody.
Even worse this time.
Like
Oh,
even
who
worse.
knows?
He actually
He got caught. Even worse.
No. Here's the thing. He got caught. Who knows if he
Again,
met up with the other
and
people.
again, we don't have the full video. Granted, I think we have.
We'll find out soon.
We'll find out soon.
After the podcast is up.
And granted, like I said, remember when we talked about the body cam footage for
Yep.
the Army officer last week? I never like to give a full confirmed like opinion about it until we have the full details. But this looks like it's pretty one way of what's going to happen and what's going to be the result of this happening. Because, this is why you never look at YouTubers or people. You don't idolize people that much because they're going to have skeletons in their closets, some worse than others. And unfortunately, sometimes stuff like this is going to happen. So that's why a lot of these 12, 13-year-olds are devastated that their grandiose Lord EDP turns out to be a child predator. From what we're seeing of this video, you can't throw those words child predator around lightly. You need to have concrete
you have to have
confirmed
this.
evidence
Yeah.
before you can say that to someone. But this evidence is pretty damning.
Yeah, and he'll pull up all his past evidence too. So
Yeah.
he's gonna be going to jail.
Yeah, and how stupid you got to be to have such a large platform and you just bounced back from allegations of talking to minors just a few months back, and your reputation, from what it seemed, was starting to become relatively more positive again. All these YouTubers stopped making videos about what you had done. Why in the living garden fuck would you go out and do this? Why? Like, some of these people, they can't have brains. Like with the whole James Charles situation, he said he wouldn't do this shit again.
Oh, yeah.
And then
No,
next
we're
you know,
not
there's like,
talking about
next
that.
you know, there's like,
Oh my
we're
God.
not talking about that, but next you know, there's like 9 other people come out.
It's
And then this EDP situation. Why?
because I mean it could be like, if we really want to get down to brass and taxes here, like it could be like a mental state where like
It has to be.
Well, because like I'm not saying like it's terrible. It's ungodly. It's unlawful. It's just disgusting. It's
illegal.
terrible. Yeah, it's everything. It's everything bad. But like you have to, if you want to think about it in the perspective of like mental like capacity, like people sometimes, especially with addiction, different. But like it's a lot of people. Like when they go into like they do these like AA meetings, or they take away from drugs, they step back, they don't do alcohol anymore. It's very hard to get back to get away from it. It's because it's you want to do it, you want to keep doing it. Obviously, it's very different, but maybe it's the same form of like addiction. I don't think it is, but like you can look at it as that. Like I haven't gone without it so much, I need to do it again. You know what? It won't be that bad this time. That's what a lot of additioners say. I'll try it, and that will be it. That's what a lot of people with addictions do. Oh, I haven't done this for 3 months. I'll try it, and I won't do it again. And then they get back into it. That's what happens. So it's probably the exact same thing. That's why people with drug addictions, opioid addictions, hardcore drug, it's very scary, because you can think, oh, I won't get addicted to cigarettes. I won't get addicted to heroin, cocaine. No, you will. Like, it is scary. And if people don't think about it with marijuana, too, I think marijuana isn't as bad. But people, if you smoke weed 24/7, you are addicted. I'm sorry, you're addicted. You don't just do it for fun. You are addicted. Unless you don't do it, you do it a few, maybe a few times a few months, just to have fun. That's fine. But if you do it over and over again, that is addiction. That is the form of addiction.
Right.
So,
Actually, I think you probably hit it pretty spot on. I think it is an addiction. The only thing is, though, I believe people who have drug addiction, stuff like that, they can be cured. People who are child predators, pedophiles, whatever, they cannot be cured, in my opinion. They shouldn't be cured. They should just be thrown away.
My name is Eat That Pussy 445. Hi, Eat That Pussy 445. And what are you here for? I'm a child predator. There's the door.
Bro, I mean, with the name Eat That Pussy 445, you could tell he's already raunchy,
that's
pretty
the thing. Like,
explicit.
imagine like 11, 12-year-old kids watching a
They
video.
think
and
it's funny.
Yeah, but then they go.
They think it's a meme. But
Okay.
Yeah.
They think they're edgy.
It has to be some kind of mental illness, because there's no way someone's that stupid.
It's not like mental illness where, like, it's showable. A lot of people, like, hide that shit. And maybe from, like, past experiences with his maybe, I don't know, with parents, maybe. Like, maybe that a lot of people, that's what happens with addiction. Like,
What it could have been, I'm just theorizing, nothing is confirmed, but my theory, from what I understand, I think he's about 31 right now,
is that
EDP.
young?
Yeah.
I think it'd be mid-30s, maybe, at least.
I think he's somewhere in his early 30s.
Okay.
And from what I understand, I saw one of his videos about 2 years ago where it was titled "No Longer a Virgin." So I think he lost like his. I know we joke about virginity and shit because I'm a virgin, but like it genuinely doesn't bother me. But this man, as horny as he is, as crazy as he is about sex, it probably bothered him for a long time that he was never getting any. That he was a virgin until like his late 20s, early 30s, or whatever. So do you think when someone gets that wrapped up in the thought of having sex and this mentality that they need to have it,
Sex
could
addiction
that
is real.
sex addiction, could that lead down to a path of doing something like messaging minors?
There's pornography. There's masturbation. Oh, not masturbation addiction, but like watching pornography. Like
Porn addiction, yeah.
porn addiction. Like sex addiction, drug. There's all types of addiction, like whether we like it or not. Like
Yeah.
coffee addiction, caffeine addiction.
Right.
Like you have like 5 cups of coffee a freaking day.
It's a way of thinking addiction, obviously. It's not
Spending addiction, shopping addiction,
shopping addiction,
gambling.
the gambling.
Because you know what the mentality they have? I'll just do it this one time. It won't
That's
happen
what
again.
I was just saying.
And that's what I'm saying. No,
you at the casino.
Well, I don't. Well, okay, but that was
What?
that one time. Like, okay, but that's not an addiction. Like, let me just keep doing it.
No,
like,
listen.
and then that's one
No,
day,
I-
one night.
I was kidding.
Okay, I was about to say, because if he was addicted, he'd be
No.
there every other Friday.
If
Yeah.
bro, every
But,
Friday,
but
every
like,
other
but
day.
this is Gianna at a casino. He just loses $20. You know what? Let me try one more time.
I have never gone over $20.
You've got, I think, at least
No,
once.
I think one time 40.
I think at least
No.
once.
No, I
Yes.
think the first time we went to casino was me, you, Kenny, and Kyle.
That was the first. Well, when you go to the casino first time and like you want to keep doing it,
Yeah, but
like
you-
I think you
I think
did
it's-
it at least once or twice.
no,
I
I
think-
Either that
I
or it
think
was
so.
Kenny.
I think no, that was Kenny because I remember
I
one.
think it was either one of you
I think
two,
one
though.
time I did spend maybe $20 or $40, and then the next time I did $20.
Because I don't. If I lose 20, I'm just done right there. I don't go over 20.
I don't even bother gambling.
So I mean, I don't want to even get entrapped into gambling because gambling addiction is
You getting deep with the loan sharks and getting
any
deep
addiction.
with the sharks.
Any addiction
yeah.
is terrible.
So Miguel, what do you think about, like, what do you think happened to him that caused him to do this?
EDP.
Yeah.
He's probably just fucked in the head, to be honest.
Could be past stuff
like
like
it. Well, maybe
He
relationships.
could have
So-
more than one addictions too. If you've seen he's had a significant weight gain in a few years, he probably has some kind of eating
I mean,
addiction.
but I don't follow him though, so I don't really know him.
Well, if you looked at him about 3 years ago, he was chunky, but he looked pretty thin
he
compared to how he is now.
He gained more weight. Oh, I didn't
Oh my
even.
God,
I
yeah.
thought it was the opposite. He lost weight.
No, okay. When he first started his channel, he was significant size, but then about 4 years ago, you could see he was losing weight. He was looking pretty good. He was looking healthier than he did.
So
but
then maybe something like fucking, I don't know, changed him or something like that.
maybe he just gave up. He just didn't care.
I mean,
It could be just I don't give a fuck mentality. It might not even be addiction. Who the hell knows?
He'd even look like he gave a fuck in the video.
Yeah, he was
Maybe
kind of just there.
He was just
Yeah.
like arm on the fucking wall, just like
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked relaxed.
yeah.
Like he's gonna talk
like-
his way
he's
out
like,
of it.
I don't care.
Like he's gonna talk of his way out of it. Like, oh yeah, go ahead.
It's just sad to
Yeah.
see something like this too. Granted, he wasn't like the greatest person who was over there solving cancer, but like, it's just when you see someone who fucks up not only once but does it again and it's 10 times worse than the last time. I'm sorry, bro. That's just messed up.
Do you think he's gonna? If he's not arrested, he should be.
No,
at
he
least.
didn't. If
But-
he's not arrested, he will be arrested. We will find out
He
when
should.
this
But
thing comes
you
out.
think he'd still post?
Post? He's gonna be arrested.
No, if he wasn't. If for some odd reason.
For some odd reason, I want to know what this odd
Well,
reason is. But
I would say he'd have to say if he wanted to delude himself that some way he can get his way out of this, he could make maybe
think
like a
he-
video
I
like
think
in
he's-
his defense or
I
something.
think he's mentally tapped in the head that he thinks he can still do that.
that's
yeah,
probably
and
what
it's
happened.
funny you say that because while we were talking about this, I was looking at his videos, his YouTube channel. He hasn't uploaded in about 6 days.
Well, I mean,
So, but his most recent video has been gaining a little bit more views, and it's already garnered about 2,000 dislikes and 5,000 likes.
that's probably because of what recently happened, though.
Yeah, obviously that's what happened because people are now finding out. If you go to the comments section, top comment, 3.1k likes, 12 hours ago. Truly disappointing. It has to end this way. I'd call you my man, but nah. See ya. So now, majority of his fans, people who used to watch
That's
him,
what happened with Mini Lad.
turning away.
They disliked all of his past videos, and yeah.
I'm just surprised that Mini Lad didn't get arrested.
Well, I mean, because there wasn't also like
Yeah,
hard.
and this is
core
worse,
proof,
obviously.
So-
because he actually met someone.
Those guys, what are the names again? The poachers or
The predator poachers.
Yeah, predator.
approachers? I said poachers.
No, they are predator poachers.
Poachers?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I thought okay.
Wait.
Anyway.
Yeah, poachers. Yeah.
Poachers?
Yes.
Okay, so do they what? Like, do they go around like across the country or they
So
do?
it's
So
like, yeah.
what they do, they have about 4 guys. There's the big guy. I forget his name. He has like a beard. He's about 21 years old. You seen him?
That's the guy I saw in the video.
Yep. And then there's about 3 of his friends with him. And what they do is, this is not me exposing their ways because they're open about how they do this. So what they do is, one of the guy's girlfriends, I believe he's part of the channel, but there's a girl that they have involved who is 18. She uses this app to make her face look younger, to make it look like she's 9. And when she messages these guys,
Wait, 9?
to make it look like she's 9.
So that's what they do. So like in the Chris Hansen video. Well, Chris Hansen video.
I thought you were talking about like 14, 13, but 9?
Some of them
Yeah.
want him as some of the people they've talked to thought they were going to hook up with a 9, 10, a 6-year-old.
That's what Chris
like,
Hansen. But they don't actually
really,
hire.
Okay.
like really young people.
Yeah.
And this girl, she would have done live streams on the predator's channel where she could actually make her voice sound like a little girl. She does like this thing with her throat, makes it sound like she's 10 years younger. So these predators, they get trapped because these predator poachers are really damn good at making it seem like they are actually talking to a child, because they include calls, messages, pictures. And some of these guys, you'd be surprised how stupid people are. I've watched some of their videos. They just automatically start sending unsolicited dick pics to who they believe to be a minor. On Instagram, an app where it doesn't get deleted unless they delete it or block, or not block, but it just gets deleted. So that's basically how they do that. So they have like the girl, she's like the disguise. And then when they go to meet up, these guys will drive across the country they're based in Texas, but they go to Virginia. They'll go to Georgia, wherever, to meet up with these people, knock on their door or meet them at where they were supposed to meet. And then they get confronted, and what they'll do is they'll stop on the way to a store like Walgreens, print out all the text messages, and boom, catch them red-handed. Did you not say this? And they'll press them on these questions. They don't just let them get away, obviously.
I am Chris Hansen. Please have a seat.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised. Some of these predators, even when they're caught red-handed, they still try to weasel their way out and lie.
But Chris Hansen with the pizza guy, he goes, "No, I just wanted to have a pizza with this. Or did you know she was 14?"
They try to slither their way out of the situation, think that there's a small chance, because this one guy who had like a missing leg, it was like an old guy who thought he was talking to a child. He said to them, "I was messaging her because I was going to report her account to Instagram." The guy looks at me and goes, Why'd you send a dick pic then? Why'd you say you want to do this to her? I said I wanted to see if she would say anything sexual back so I could report it to Instagram.
So you sent a dick pic?
And like at that point, you just know he's fucked. So if EDP tries to pull like one of those, he's gone forever, and he's getting his ass thrown in the slammer.
Probably also said like, "I'm not a cherry." Wait, what did you say in the video? Like, what was the video? What did you say?
I hope you're a fruit girl.
I hope you're a fruit girl because I'm about to pop your cherry.
For context, that's our Chris Hansen video.
I love that video. That's a funny video, but no.
It's just a sad situation.
Yeah, it's a sad situation. I wanted to talk about something else, but if we talk about it, we're going to be here forever. But it was a pretty serious topic. But, I mean...
Do it quickly.
Do you think you can wrap it up quickly?
Okay, I'm just going to say one thing only and one thing only. If you think it's not a gun, you're an idiot.
Oh, that situation.
The taser. He's talking about...
yes, the cop who accidentally killed the 20-year-old.
Quote-unquote accidentally.
Yes. Accidentally. Oh, I thought it was my taser. So I told him this yesterday. This is what I think happened. She shot him. There were witnesses. The police department came up to her and said, "Okay, we need to get you off of this as lightly as possible. What can we do?" The department head of the police said, say you thought it was your taser. And then she said, "Okay, that's the story what they rolled with this." That is I 100% believe that is what happened. Because even if you didn't look and you were just going for your belt, because police officers, they just look, they don't even, sometimes they don't even look. When you pull it out, you can see that it's either yellow, the way it's held, the way the trigger is, or gun is heavier.
The grip too shorter.
The gun is heavy. You have to cock a gun. You have to do all this stuff. Taser, zip. Gun. I don't know if you have to set a taser or something. You probably
have
do.
to turn it on,
but
right?
And before you shoot someone, you have to go taser before you shoot.
And then the gun, you have to pull the safe.
Didn't she say that in the video too, though?
What?
I'm not defending her. I'm just saying because
I'll be honest, I do not know much about this situation.
I don't see the video. But
you haven't seen the video.
What was the guy's name? His name is Dwight, right?
Dante.
What was his name?
Dante Wright.
Dante Wright. Okay. And then I know that a 13-year-old apparently got shot too by police.
Oh, I don't know.
Hands up. He had his hands up. unarmed. Still shot him.
So,
that shit's fucked.
So here's the thing. The police officer pulled this guy. What Dante?
Dante Wright.
Pulled Dante over. Now here's the thing. It said that he wasn't responding. He didn't want to get out of the car. He didn't want to show anything. Now, if that's true, you do as the police told us, no matter what color, you purple, blue, green, orange, you do whatever the police says, you get pulled over. Lights and registration, yes, here you go.
And like I said last week, 95% of the time, you should be all right if the police officer does their job right.
And then he didn't want to do it. Now, granted, it doesn't give you the right to shoot somebody. No. You give them time. But here's the thing, like I was just going to go back to it. You have to pull the safety off of the gun. You have to click. Unless the woman, the whore bag, whatever her name is, was the safety already on, she knowingly had to have pulled the safety down to turn it on so that she could pull the trigger.
So you didn't see the video either?
No, I didn't see the video.
Because I don't... Okay, so then maybe I'm remembering this. Because you said they have to yell taser, taser, taser.
Yes, it's protocol.
Okay, so if that's protocol, she did say that. If I remember correctly.
She did say taser, taser,
yeah,
taser?
she did say taser, taser, taser.
What, Dante, right? Video.
I think, at least.
But yeah, and then what was the situation with the 13-year-old? Boy, where did that happen?
So Chicago, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, you
because
told me.
I remember the Chicago mayor was saying like we failed Adam or whatever.
Okay.
But he was a 13-year-old Latino boy, and I don't know why they shot him, but he had his hands up, he was on his knees.
Here it is. Okay.
And then they still shot him for who knows what reason.
I'm gonna play the video. We can.
Did someone say they thought they had something in his hand?
Yeah, and then the body cam footage showed the police department was lying because they said, he had a gun in his hand, and then they released the body cam footage.
And that makes no excuse to shoot a 13-year-old.
Yeah. At that point, like,
what was he
come on
stealing
now.
something?
Yeah.
A kid stealing something? Okay, don't do it again. You get a slap on the wrist.
Like a fucking 13-year-old kid.
That's fucked. Yeah, I'll agree with
But
that any day.
we can. So he was resisting arrest.
Quiet. You hear she says. She says.
Okay, so
The gun is right there.
Is that her body cam footage? The woman who shot him.
If I'm correct, but the video
So
stops.
even if she still thought she had a taser in her hand, she still should have been more aware that she pulled out a gun.
maybe
Because
my-
with every officer, they have certain placements for where the taser goes, where the gun
it
goes,
was on
pepper
the
spray.
left side, I saw on their belt. Or one
So
of
she
the
should have.
officers.
I understand it's a stressful situation when someone starts resisting arrest like that, but you should still just take that quick second to take into consideration where your gun is and taser is.
Here's the thing: you gotta be careful with media, though, because I watched this movie in Mr. Williams' class. Shout out Mr. Williams. It's called "Wag the Dog," and basically, it's about how the media can manipulate videos. And what I mean by that is they will use. I don't think they do this all the time, but they did a scene where it was a green screen, and they had an actor who looked like an Israel Muslim, and it looked like she was in like bombing or something like that. So obviously, I don't know if they go to the great lengths. They honestly probably do. You have to be careful of the media. So I'm not saying that they probably frauded that video, but I noticed that it stopped while there was still audio. It paused. I don't know because
It's
maybe
probably
got shot. Now
I
obviously
was gonna say probably because body cam footage aren't necessarily like the best cams.
No, they're pretty
Yeah,
good.
but, like,
You
they,
think so?
they at least don't like stop out on you like that all the time. They may not have like they may not have like 4K. But
You know more than me.
the reason why they stopped that video is
probably
because they shot him.
Yeah, but like
And it was
saying
explicit.
taser having a gun, like that would make me believe. Well, then you didn't know it was a gun. Well, no, then you didn't know it was. It makes no sense. Like how?
From what I'm seeing, just based off what I saw,
She
it looked
royally
like
fucked up.
yeah, she fucked up. Obviously, I think she should still get repercussions
Oh,
because she thought what she had was a taser. She said taser, but still, that's on her part for not pulling out the right.
Can I ask
weapon.
you this question?
Yes.
How long do police train for? Is it 6 months?
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. We didn't know.
Police training. How?
'Cause
how long is the police academy? It's a few months. 13
About
to 19
13
weeks.
to 19 weeks. So 6 months.
So,
About 6 months, yeah.
Note that
I
it is-
low key think if they're at least 2 years minimum.
I say at least a year.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't
said
think they
at
have to be in the police academy throughout those 2 years, but maybe like they do
More
the more
training.
the
Yeah,
more
like-
training, the
like-
hardcore stuff
Yeah.
for the majority of the week. But then like as
2
time goes
months,
on,
2
it's
months,
it's
yeah.
kind of like the army where it's like you have basic training.
Yeah, for
or
6
not the
months.
army, just the military. You
Yeah.
have basic training for about 10 weeks or so or whatever. And then you still have to go to drill every so and now and then again to do stuff around with the military. So this is why when people say defund the police, you do realize that when you say that you're going to be defunding their training. So then they're going to be even less equipped to deal with situations like that.
No, I don't agree with defunding the police entirely. I just think they should have at least some more training than just
I
6
do,
months because
100%.
Yeah.
I personally don't think 6 months is enough because think about it this way: to become a professional in your career, you have to study for 4 years and then maybe grad school. You could just become a cop in 6 months. I don't think that's enough. At least for a professional, not professional. What's the word?
It's not like they just throw you to do everything yourself.
I know
when you
because
first get out.
when you first start off, you told me they take the night shifts or something like that.
Yes, they start with third shift, and I believe at least the way they do it in our town. I forget for how long, but for a little while, you'll be in the patrol car with another officer because they'll show you the ropes about what parts of the town or city more crime happens, around what times maybe more car accidents happen, things like that. So, and then once that happens, then they're on their own. But I do agree. I do think that they should probably be given more training, and that's why defunding the police would not work. You can make the argument that they need different protocol.
Better training,
Better training.
Better training.
Just one more question, and then we can move on. This is kind of a stupid question. Do you think they have any unnecessary stuff in the police?
What do you mean by unnecessary? What do you mean by unnecessary?
Let's keep this local. Do you think North Providence has riot gear and riot shields?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like
I don't know if they have as much anymore because they used to
Yeah.
have their own SWAT team, but now
we did.
Yeah, North Province used to have
Oh,
their
I
own
did not
SWAT
know
team
that.
about a few years ago.
Oh wow.
I don't know. They got rid of it, I think, because of cost.
Fundings and yeah.
Cost, and they probably didn't need it as much because now
okay,
just
so then besides the SWAT team, do you think they have any unnecessary like things in there?
I don't think like
like you
not
talking about
like-
like riot gear.
Anything they can like shave off to like fund more training instead.
nothing like a New York City police department has. I think like maybe like if we did, it's to the bare minimum of what other big cities have probably. I don't like. I mean, you think about North Province, you don't think about shootings
good.
everywhere 24/7 or something like that. So
Actually,
like
that's
you
kind
don't
of a
think
step
about all that stuff. So, I mean, you I don't think we have everything.
I would say the majority of
Okay, so
what
then let's
departments
say-
have is essential.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then let's say a
essential
big
is-
city.
Big city. Like, all right, let's
Yeah.
do Boston, for example.
Boston, yes.
I would say that even then, I would say most of the stuff they need is essential because, again, it's a bigger city, so there's more likely of a chance for riots to break out, for more shootings to happen because you have a bigger population. You have more people crowded into each other compared to something like North Providence, a town of only 33,000 people, whereas Boston, over 600,000. It's more likely stuff for there to happen. So, and you can't just defund certain departments or like take away certain funds for certain departments, like just like
I'm
that.
Not, I'm not trying to
especially if they need
say. I'm not trying to say like move funds. I'm trying to. Well, technically, yeah, but I'm trying to say like maybe stuff that they don't use that they're getting like overfunded for, and then you know.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think this is with training. I don't think it's all police departments. That's the thing. Like, I mean, granted, 6 months isn't a long time. I think it should. This is how I think it should go. I think it should be a year to 2 years, and I think it should be like every 3 to 4 months you go in training. You take about a few weeks off, maybe a month, and then you go back for another 3 to 4 months. You keep doing this over and over again over the course of 2 years, and it's kind of like a boot camp or like when you go to the army. All this kind of stuff, and you keep doing this, and then by the end of the 2 years, you get, you graduate. Obviously, they don't want to do that because that'd be a lot of money, and they don't have nearly whatever the cost to go into the army is.
At least Rhode Island, the state's
At least
bankrupt.
at this point, we will be with the potholes. We can't even fix the freaking potholes. So what? So we can't even fix the potholes, let alone you're gonna think we're gonna do anything with the police departments or whatever. But I don't think all police departments are obviously the same. I think
North Providence is a good.
I think it is.
town
Whether
for-
you don't,
Trust me, I've worked with these guys. They are good people. I know that for a fact. They had a little problem with police chiefs a few times,
Yeah.
but as of right now, for the past 2-3 years, they've been doing pretty damn good.
whether you like it or not, I don't think all cops are bastards. I don't think so. There are good cops out there, whether you like it or not, and then there are assholes who do not care one little bit.
Majority
Like-
of police officers are good people.
Most-
Same way
There's
with
just bad bunches.
yeah. Anytime you have a large group of people, whether if it's a company or a race, ethnicity, there's always the majority of those people are good people, but you always have those bad apples or individuals who make the rest seem bad. Unfortunately.
So you can't have all good in the world.
So.
You can't. So we gone along. I thought I wanted to do that quick, but
Sorry.
Well, that's all right. It was a pretty important conversation. It's all right.
I just rest in peace to Adam
Yes.
and Dante. Right.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna do the movie thing.
Yes. Insert the music. Thank
All
you.
right.
We
So,
are now at the movie bracket. Let's go.
So we're gonna be the final. Both
Let's
the
try.
final-
Let's try to be quick.
yeah.
All right,
This will be
we'll
the
try
end of the
to-
first
yeah,
round.
Yeah. So we're gonna do Matrix versus The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind,
Okay.
and then it's gonna be Schindler's List versus Empire Strikes Back.
Oh fuck.
Bro, that's easy for me.
Well, that's easy. So Miguel, we don't have to go on Schindler's List because it's like Saving Private Ryan. You don't like
Yeah.
all this violent stuff, but we'll do Matrix versus The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I'll let you two go first because you were recently new to those movies. We'll start with Matrix. Miguel first, and then I'll
So it was my first time watching The Matrix like a few weeks ago,
Yeah,
2 weeks
something
ago.
like
I thought we were gonna do it last week, but Boxy Boy here was sick.
Hello Kitty.
Boxy Boy.
I'm gonna change your name to Hello Kitty.
All right. Here we go.
Gian Box Russo.
What do I change my name to? I want to be involved.
You're God.
Oh, okay.
what-
That's fine. No, I'll take that. I'll
Anyways,
take that.
continue.
What'd you solve? Anyways,
I solved what I needed.
no, I joined it. I thought it was interesting because it's like you're not in a real world. It's like a simulated
That's
like Matrix, and like once he finds out, he's like, oh shit, like I thought it was like robots took over. It's actually like the year 3000 whatever or some 2000 whatever. But I don't know. I just found it interesting.
Fight scenes, Keanu
Fight
Reeves.
scenes, the no, and then the just bullets
Just
stop.
every
That was
time
one of
when
my
they said
favorite
no,
parts.
just no.
No.
Just no. See, that moment, that's when Keanu Reeves' semi-good acting came into play because it was the funniest thing I ever saw.
He's
in
not,
the
I don't
movie.
think he's the greatest, but he's such great in like act. Like all his jujitsu and martial arts training.
Oh, no, he
went
actually
into
did train,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, went into John Wick and stuff like that. He's a phenomenal trainer.
Oh, yeah.
And then like he's beginning to believe.
I think the best thing about it, overall, he's enjoyable to watch.
Oh yeah, yeah. But are you done with the Matrix or?
I think so. I think that's it for me. I'm trying to keep it quick.
Yeah, all right,
that's fine.
I'll keep it quick too. Like you said, really interesting story and plot line. I would say the thing I liked about it most is it was fun to watch. It was engaging. It was cool when the combat scenes, how like they would put like this disc in a computer. They would enter
It was-
like a simulation.
It was kind of like a
Updated him.
retro,
Yeah.
like futuristic type.
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
and it was
movie.
really cool. I mean, granted, if we could learn stuff like that just by putting a disc and downloading into our
maybe-
brains,
maybe
that
so.
would be cool.
Cyberpunk 1999.
Bro, listen. Did Cyberpunk have influence from The Matrix?
Most likely.
Keanu Reeves is in Cyberpunk, so I mean, listen.
So yeah, but anyways, really enjoyable movie overall. The characters are likable. Morpheus. What the hell was Keanu Reeves' name in the movie?
Neo.
Neo. That it was like his code name.
Yeah.
And
His name is actually Thomas, I think. Or
Thomas, something like that.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Anderson. Thomas Anderson.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Anderson.
And I like the guy. He's from Lord of the Rings. He plays the elf. I love how he's
Yeah.
like the typical
Mr.
white dude with the
Mr.
suit and tie
Anderson,
and the
yeah.
glasses. The typical. Remember him in the movie?
Is
He was like the
he's
bad
the one.
guy.
He's the
Oh,
elf.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
So again, I'll keep it quick. Really enjoyable movie overall. A lot of fun to watch. So that's basically all I gotta say.
Matrix is fun.
It is fun. Very
I
fun
like
to watch.
it.
Wibbity wobbity wobbity.
When I first watched it, I was like, oh, okay, The Matrix, it's one of those movies where it defined action, one of those movies, and then I didn't realize that it was kind of like, not really like a psychological movie, but it made you think like, what if we are in a simulation? What if we are actually, like deja vu, like, what did you say, deja vu? And then she saw the cat.
It's a glitch in the system.
glitch in the system.
Glitch in the Matrix.
And
it
like,
means they changed something.
then it means they changed something. Like, I remember there's just like one meme where it's Shia LaBeouf with a t-shirt and it says like Matrix is a documentary.
I mean,
Listen.
if it comes out to be true, is he wrong?
Do not even get me started.
I haven't. I've only seen parts of the sequels, and then there's supposed to be Matrix 4 coming out this year on HBO Max. So, but I love the Matrix. I think it's cool. It's fun action. Even though the action for '90s isn't terrible.
It
but,
wasn't bad.
It's fun. I would highly recommend it.
I'd say compared to other old school movies with fighting and stuff,
Yeah.
it was pretty good. Pretty up to par, I would say.
Okay, so Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Miguel, you first.
Okay, so it was kind of like, what was it, Inception, where it was like the time jumps.
You could think, yeah.
Basically, every Christopher Nolan
Christopher
movie.
Nolan movie, yeah.
Yeah. So
Were you confused a bit at the beginning?
A little bit, and then I caught on because like it's just like oh fucking asshole with the car and the jet, and then
it's
you later
working
find
backwards.
out
Yeah.
it was his girlfriend that like actually did it and stuff, and
Yeah.
basically it's about a movie about this, like these two couples, like they meet each other and they're dating and then they break up and then they forget about, like they go through
this
procedure
yeah.
and then they forget about each other, and then it's like the aftermath of like a day after
Mm-hmm.
they do it, right? But you see the day after first, and then like the
It goes back.
moments,
Yeah. It goes backwards until the end of the the beginning of the relationship, I should
So-
say.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you talking about when they meet at the train at the beginning?
Yeah,
That's like the second time they
That's
meet.
the ending. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
second
end,
time they're
yeah.
meeting, which I
Yeah.
found pretty cool and interesting. So
Right.
I think like I'd say like my favorite part were like his dreams and stuff.
yeah,
Like-
when he's like
like-
small, or like when he's like a baby and
He's
like
under the table?
Yeah, he's under the table.
But
I thought your favorite part would be Christian Dunst, and the
no.
yeah.
No,
Oh yeah.
No, we're fine.
No, we are.
I
He looks at his phone to see the background of his girlfriend.
Yeah,
as he
we're
says that.
we're
But-
keeping this in.
Fuck you. But
But you liked it though, right?
no, I enjoyed it. I think the surprise was fucking the guy from Lord of the Elijah Wood and
Elijah
fucking-
Wood, yeah.
and Mark
Ruffalo,
Ruffalo. Yeah, I think that was a nice surprise in there.
Yeah.
So-
It's really good acting from all, like you would think a comedian Jim Carrey, like that's the same thing with like the Truman Show, like he was pretty good acting in that. So
So when I first started watching the Eternal
Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
yes,
It's a long title.
I'll just say Eternal Sunshine. So about when Gian first told me, he goes, "All right, Nicky, it's gonna be some time jumps." And boy, was he correct, because like the first 20 minutes is a lot of time jumps. I thought Christopher Nolan directed a romance movie. So, but I will say it was really impressive to see the same man who played Ace Ventura take on a serious role like that and do it rather well. I will give him huge credit for that. And like you basically summed up the summary of the movie for me. And I'll say this: For the longest time, I always thought Kirsten Dunst looked better with red hair, like in Spider-Man. Her natural hair color blonde, I think she looks way prettier with blonde.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything, obviously, because
Yeah, you
you're
don't have to say
taken.
anything,
But
yeah. We already know his-
single row over here can do it.
Yeah, we
So,
know what he's thinking of.
she was like, what, 22 at the time that movie was made?
Yep,
she was.
22,
She's just naturally a beautiful woman, Kirsten Dunst, and she's a very good actress as well. So. I like even though it was a serious romantic movie, there still were some scenes where you could see the little sprinkles of Jim Carrey in it.
Yeah.
Like the one scene where he's in his room masturbating, his mom walks in, and his girlfriend's just there laughing at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I feel like that was kind of improv. Jim Carrey said, wait, let me do this. He hops in bed. Just
Or
starts
he's on the table as the kid. He's like, give me your cookie or something like that.
Yep. You could see it was the Jim Carrey coming out, the true Ace Ventura, the mask guy, boy,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, so really good movie. I'm not usually huge into romances, but enjoyable.
Yeah, as a romance movie, like there's only a few romance movies I like because romance movies just do it over and over again. I don't know how you call it, but like romance movies just keep doing it over and over again. And sometimes you have good ones like La La Land or like this, and you don't think of it as a romance movie. You think of it as just like a drama, but with romance in it.
It was unique how it was a romance with like time jumps. I feel like romance movies
Mm-hmm.
don't do that much.
And it kind of like messes with your head too. Like imagine like just getting erased by someone and then finding out that even though you don't remember them, you realize that you did and you had their memories erased. And at the end of the movie, he walks up to her in the store one day and she's just like, "Who are you?" And she has like another guy. Yeah.
Like, what?
And then and at the end of the movie, he's like, "You're gonna get bored of me" or stuff like that. And then or like she's gonna get like, "You're gonna find all my imperfects and imperfections and you're gonna get bored of me." And he's just like, "Okay."
He's like, all right, so be it.
He just okay.
Yeah.
Because like that all relationships aren't perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship. There's only like real love, and so you just have to go through that. And I like that message in that movie because it's one of my favorite romance movies. Like it's different from any other romance comedy like you see because some of them are just awful. So I like it.
You
ready
guys
to
go
vote?
first because I actually don't know.
Matrix. I'm going Matrix. Again, I'm not a huge into romance, but it was a good movie. I'm gonna say Matrix though.
The better movie is I'm gonna go with Eternal Sunshine because I just like the way that story is. I'm sorry, you want to think about what the better like it's like it hits like the way because I chose it because
okay now I have to think.
Okay, well, you think I'll say it. I chose it because like it just that movie just spoke to me, like just the way like it portrayed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And especially like at the last dream or like when the last memory he has of her, he's like what was it? And she's like, what do we do about this now? This memory is getting erased, and he just goes, enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that. They're both like all these movies are great. All these movies are great. It's just very difficult.
I think I decided.
Okay.
I think because I found it more enjoyable, I'm gonna go with The Matrix.
Okay,
That's
all right.
fair.
All right, that's fine. All right.
So
Only because I didn't like Eternal Sunshine's like ending. Cause
But you didn't like it.
Because
You don't like those kind of endings.
Yeah, because he's like okay.
Yeah,
and then we just that's where it got.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's boring.
No, I could understand that.
Those are the best kind of movies. Come on. So on The Matrix.
The ones that make you think. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Oh really? So you didn't like Inception?
Shut the fuck up.
See exactly. Exactly. Anyways.
I found out the ending anyway.
Yeah, no, because you had to look it up because you couldn't stand it.
He was like, "Fuck this, 10 out of 10."
No, seriously. All right, so the Saving Private Ryan will go up against The Matrix in the second round. And now,
I know what's winning.
okay, and then Schindler's List versus Empire Strikes Back. So,
Oh, son of
so
an
you
actual
can go
shithead.
first because it's like a Saving Private Ryan kind of tip.
Empire Strikes Back.
You're not gonna talk about what you liked.
You're not going to talk about what you liked.
About what?
Schindler's List.
Schindler's List.
No.
Come on, you gotta give it some credit. It's a good movie.
Okay.
It's a classic.
The Red Jacket.
You like how that was shot.
Yeah.
Do you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
40% of the movie is filmed on a handheld camera.
like something like this.
Handheld.
All right, we could do that.
Film camera.
Um.
It looked like it.
Yes.
It didn't look
yes,
digital. I think
yes,
it was filmed.
no,
Alright,
there was,
so that's even more impressive.
because this was '93. So,
I would say if you like the colors, but there's only all of 3 in the movie:
but
black, white, and red.
Yeah, you're forgetting gray.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
hints of gray. Nicky, I showed you it today. I don't think you were prepared for the movie.
Well, so all you told me about that it was World War II. You didn't say anything about time
I
jumps.
told you about Jews.
Well, yeah, but you said like it was World War II themed, basically.
Okay, all
so
right.
I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, other than that it was based on World War II. And my God, so basically it's about a man named Oskar Schindler. He wanted, because of World War II, a lot of these Jewish people they were getting kicked out of their own companies and they were getting sent to places in Poland to go to camps and stuff. And Schindler was going to buy a building that was originally owned by Jewish people, and he was going to make his own factory where they would make pots and pans and stuff to like supply the military.
Yeah.
And so he started getting people who were Jewish. He started getting them to work for him. And did he pay them at the beginning at first? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It wasn't necessarily specified.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But
Yeah.
basically, he gets all these people to work for him, and then as the movie progresses, you see that the war, at least regarding for Jewish people and people in Poland, starts to get worse and worse. You see Nazis breaking down people's doors, killing people anytime they see them. People are escaping through sewers, just trying to survive.
Hiding.
There's bodies all over the place. They're literally taking their suitcases and dumping all their shit out as if it's nothing. You know, you have photographs, shoes, glasses, everything. And so, and for a little while, actually, that was, I wouldn't say that was filler, but that was just kind of to show them that, all right, we're going to go off topic about the story for a little bit. We're going to show you what World War II was actually about, because that really didn't have anything to do with like what Oskar Schindler was doing, but he did witness it, and then that's when he started to turn and change his mind, how he started to want to save these Jewish people. And by the end, you know, he was someone who genuinely did. He wanted nothing to do with the Nazi party. He wanted to just save these people. And that's why at the end, when he's with Stern, his accountant and like manager, he's typing out all these names for all the people that he wanted to save. And it's kind of crazy how he remembered like all their names too.
That's how much he cared at the end. Like you realize that he was, if you think about it, he's an asshole at the beginning. Like he only cared about money.
Yep.
He didn't care about anyone else. And then he realized when he went to Voldemort's, because that's the dude who plays the other guy.
Goth or whatever.
Goth.
Amon.
Whatever. Amon, yes. He went to Voldemort's little, it starts with a P, the concentration camp. It was not as bad of a concentration camp as Auschwitz, but still, like he would shoot people on site. It started with a P, but anyways, he went there and he just heard the stories about how people were getting killed and stuff like that, and he just said no.
Yeah, the turning point for him was when he was on the horseback with that. Was that one of his maids or secretary?
His wife.
That was his wife. It looked like a different girl.
Yeah, he's had a lot of girls in this movie. You have to.
He was a womanizer.
Pimp.
Anyways, he was up on like this hill. He was seeing what was happening down in the streets, what the Nazis were doing. And that's when it was a turning point for him, and that's when he wanted to save all these people by making them work for him in the factories. And one of the scariest parts of that movie was when the train of a woman that was supposed to go to Czechoslovakia, was that what?
His hometown.
His hometown,
factory, yep.
For them to work for him, they ended up going to Auschwitz, and then he has to bribe Amon to get them to come back, basically. So then he actually goes to Auschwitz himself and is able to get them back onto the train, and then they start working for him. By that time, the war starts about ending, because around this time it's about 1945.
End of it. Well, actually, 1940. Yeah,
because that's when, because basically when the war started to end, really is when Hitler killed himself, which was April 1945, somewhere around there. So, and then that's when he says that, you know, by tonight midnight, you guys will be free and I'll be hunted. You guys have to look for your family, even though most of you probably won't find them because there's been a lot of murders. And at the end, where he breaks down and cries for Stern, because even though he saved 1,100 people, generations are saved because of him, he could have saved more, he felt, because he said in his words he wasted a lot of money. And so, you know, he broke down and cried, wishing he could have saved more. And now, to this day, if they're still alive, the Jewish who were saved by Oskar Schindler, are considered Schindler's Jews. And at the end scene where they go to his grave, they put I'm assuming this is some kind of Jewish tradition where they put rocks on the graves.
Might be, yeah.
And as they're doing that, they're showing all the names of the real people who survived. You had Helen Hirsch. You had
cited by the actors or actresses that portrayed
yes,
them.
yeah.
Which I actually just found out because I was like, wait, that woman looks.
Because I was like, wait, is that their daughter or children? And no, it was the actors that played them, actors and actresses that played them. That scene at the end, it was the actress. I was like, wait, that girl looked like Helen Hirsch, and then that's Helen Hirsch.
And then I see Schindler's wife, and I go, wait a minute, aha.
There goes Miguel's camera. Oh, it's back.
I'm gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's
no.
gone.
Sorry, Miguel. We'll wrap this up quick. So yeah, really good movie, very powerful movie. Really enjoyed it.
I like it. I'm just gonna say that every time. I like it. This one was like very emotional movie because like especially at the end where he's like I could like this pin two people, or something like that. This is one of the top. I think in Holocaust preservation, this movie is the number 3 spot of how the Holocaust is portrayed, which is very well done. I think. The way that I think it was shot, even though it was black and white, I thought it was shot pretty well. Steven Spielberg doesn't really disappoint. The music is great, especially at the scenes. The acting is phenomenal. Especially with when he sees the red jacket at the end, and that's where like he's like, okay, it's time to ramp up.
Like, I need to do something about
saving
this.
people, and I love it because he's an asshole at the beginning. He doesn't care about anything. He just Nazis. He's not a full on Nazi, but he's part of the Nazi party and just wants money, and then he realizes what's happening over time, and he's like, this is terrible. And especially at the end where, like, he's like, I could have saved more. In reality, he really could have saved more, but and then Stern was like, you saved as much as you could. You did the best that you can. And I thought that was great because it's what really happened. The home dude really, Oskar Schindler really just tried his best, and he tried his best. And then obviously, what did he die? 75? 74. So I thought it's a phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen this is one of the World War II movies that you have to see. Because this is not war based, but it's more about the Holocaust than any other movie I've seen. So it's definitely up there. Okay, Star Wars. Do you want to pick why you picked it, or
Yeah. Explain your
You
reason.
already said it for me.
Explain your
It's
reasons.
a classic.
I mean, so is Schindler's List.
Huh?
So is Schindler's List.
That is true.
Yeah.
But speaking of which one I more enjoy, if you ask me which one's a more like cinematic, like not cinematic, more like well thought out and like well written, it's Schindler's List,
Yes.
hands down. But which one I enjoyed more, obviously, is Star Wars.
Is it from like a photographer's perspective too,
No.
or is it just?
It's kids percent.
Yeah, like I first saw Star Wars when I was like 7 or 8, so
Yeah,
that's ingrained in my fucking.
I knew Luke. I am your father. Spoiler. Ooh.
Yeah, so for me, it's like a childhood thing for me at least.
That's fair. I
But
could really understand that.
as much as I don't want to. Schindler's List is not a bad movie.
It's not your cup of tea.
It's not something I would enjoy watching, especially since because of that time era. So
That's fair.
if I have to say what's a better, if I had to vote on what's like a more like impacting movie, Schindler's List. But if I'm voting on what I enjoyed more,
what you enjoyed.
it's
No,
Star Wars.
okay, that makes sense. All right.
We're down to one bar, so I'll make this quick. So,
Okay.
Of course, Empire Strikes Back is a classic. A lot of iconic lines. The shots are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Fight scenes, even for the 80s, I would say were pretty good. Granted, you can see where parts are CGI, but I would say overall enjoyable. You have classic characters, iconic scenes, iconic quotes, iconic villains. Darth Vader, of course. Sith Lord, Yoda, so...
Yoda. Yeah, I love how you didn't realize how fun or this Yoda was different. From
he's a lot different than the prequels. He's actually a lot more comedic, I would say.
Yeah.
He's almost like a child who's like, bother you, my food. So... that's basically all I have to say. Really enjoyable, a classic, and I definitely enjoyed it. And I need to watch the rest of the prequels because the classics because I've seen a little bit of Last Jedi and I haven't seen New Hope, so I gotta watch those. Sorry,
that's another time for a different day. But I was brought up with Star Wars, and then like the Marvel movies I watched on my own when Iron Man came out. But Star Wars is definitely big. My dad showed me the originals first and then the prequels, and then I originally thought, why didn't these come out first? They're relatable, episode 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah. And then Legos were a big thing. I would always have Lego Star Wars stuff, always. Like I had mostly like 75% of all Lego Star Wars sets.
Jesus.
The Star Wars is a big thing in my childhood. I love Star Wars, even though the new series trilogy. That's a different debate.
I'm more into the games for Star Wars and some
the game, yeah.
Like the Force Unleashed 1 and 2.
Force Unleashed, the original Battlefront, Lego Star Wars. That was the greatest game of all time. This movie, you have the iconic scene of Luke, I am your father, where back in the 80s there was no such thing as the internet, and the only time spoilers or news was ever gone around was a newspaper or talked about. So when people saw this in the movie theater, they stopped everything what they were doing and said, hold on a minute, I have to rewatch that.
They said,
I have several questions.
Yeah.
This movie started, this is, I think, one of the best sequels ever made of a franchise. Because then you also have The Dark Knight from Batman Begins, but I think this one this is my favorite Star Wars of all time. You've got, the way Han Solo's relationship with Leia goes and stuff like that.
I love you. I know.
I love you. I'm improvised. I love Star Wars. But then you ask me, what's the better movie?
Between these two?
Yes.
Can I go first? Because I think I might have.
Yeah.
So, as much as I do like movies where it's about space and stuff like that, I'm a person where I love movies that are either based on a true story or deal with real events, especially when it comes to World War II. So for me, I'm probably gonna have to go with Schindler's List because I really do enjoy the movie. I love Empire Strikes Back.
No.
So, but I'm gonna have to go with Schindler's List.
The better movie is Schindler's List, but like the most enjoy. If you were to ask me which one I would want to rewatch, it's probably Empire Strikes Back. But the one that's like probably the won 7 freaking Oscars, the best movie, the one that makes it impactful is Schindler's List.
So it looks like it comes down to you. Because you said Empire Strikes Back, I said Schindler's List.
For him, it's because like what was I gonna say? Because like he he's fighting between enjoyment and his like cinematic side.
Yeah, like what is the movie overall?
You're talking to the but then I'm also looking at what this is going to go up against, so it really doesn't matter.
Oh, God.
What is it going up against?
Oh no, it says the Prestige.
Oh, just come on, just say it. I already know what I'm voting for here. It depends. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually.
See, you don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? It's not Empire Strikes. What?
No, but for the next one.
Oh,
I mean,
Star Wars.
Empire wins. Fuck. All right.
Oh, he's gonna make it hard on me. That's why he chose it.
Okay, but here's the thing: if you like the island situation, you put in both of these movies. Which one am I picking first? I'm picking Empire Strikes Back.
Because you enjoy
first.
it more.
Yes.
That's fair.
Or if you put me, okay, let's watch both of these movies. Which one do you want to watch first? I pick Empire Strikes Back first, and then we get to them. But
Okay.
like
That's
you said,
fair.
it was such a tough decision because you're talking about the cinematic masterpiece side of me, and then you're talking about the enjoyment movie original.
Fuck, the Prestige versus Star Wars.
So we have everything for round 2.
Let's
Off
go.
Let's
the list
read
real
off.
quick.
So we're gonna have Joker versus Goodwill Hunting. We're gonna have Interstellar versus 1917. We're gonna have Whiplash versus The Dark Knight. We're gonna have Saving Private Ryan versus The Matrix. Knives Out versus Inception. Endgame versus Spider-Verse. The Prestige versus Empire Strikes Back. And the Lego Movies versus Shawshank Redemption.
Bruh.
So are we killing ourselves now or later?
No, those
This is
are
the last.
I got a rope. We can
Those are
use.
actually good matchups.
Look at his elbow. It's still in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So listen, we got a week to cope and deal
We
with
have
this.
the week to cope. So also.
So Miguel, get some rest.
What order are we doing from top to bottom?
Yeah.
Probably.
So
Joker
if
versus
any-
Goodwill Hunting.
And then.
I gotta watch Interstellar.
Yeah, we're gonna so some movies if you want rewatch them on your own. I have to rewatch Interstellar with him.
Because
I'm gonna rewatch all these movies. That's what that's my goal.
I have a pretty good memory of these. I think.
Well, you don't have, but like for me, I'm gonna just so I can get a fresh
Fuck,
memory.
bro.
But if I would definitely recommend rewatching these. But
But
oh god,
we
this
have
is
a week
long
to cope.
episode. What is that? An
our
hour?
longest one yet, hour and a half. So thank you everyone so much for watching. This is a really fun and eventful episode.
yeah.
We are going to get Amanda behind a desk and help us with our work immediately.
I'm gonna blow
So
her up
here's what
after
we're gonna
that
do.
sounded wrong.
Miguel, normally I ask you for your final words, but Amanda, what are your final words?
I
for today?
actually had some final words.
Blow me.
All right, she sucks. What are your final words, Miguel?
Kids, go ask your parents what fangul means.
Okay.